Aloha friends, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Maria Emmerich. I'm a nutritionist who specializes in the keto and carnivore lifestyle. And today I am going to show you how I'm meal prepping for our Carnivore Christmas. Back here, I'll just show you because I'm not going to do it today. We have my creme brulee set up. I'm going to do an Instagram live making the carnivore creme brulee tomorrow. So that's all ready, but that's going to be our dessert for Craig's Christmas birthday. Yes, it's on a Christmas day. So that's step one, check out of the way. I also have some taco meat being made on the stovetop. So I'm not just meal prepping for Christmas. I have so many things going on. I have some hard-boiled eggs because we're going to do deviled eggs. Maybe Kai can help peel those in a minute. I'm going to make homemade mayo for that because I don't like any of the keto mayos. I don't like avocado oil. Ugh, it's not my thing. And we have some meatballs. And we also have some stuffed mushrooms that technically mushrooms are not a plant. So I think they kind of fit in that carnivore lifestyle, right? I mean, what do you guys think? We also have steak sauce. My carnivore steak sauce is only 4 ingredients. Everybody loves that video. So check that out if you haven't seen it. I just did it on Instagram Live. That's why I'm not doing it here. But it's brown butter. So you start with butter, you brown it. Cream cheese, truffle salt, and beef broth. And it sounds so simple, but I made it on this carnivore television show and everybody went wild for it. So that's all ready, and I like to have it chilled for Christmas Day, because on that day, we're gonna have filet mignon, we're gonna have some ribs, right Kai? And we'll have our meatballs, deviled eggs, stuffed mushrooms, our dessert. We'll have like some meats and cheeses out, but it's just us 4. We are going to have some two friends come over for Christmas Eve, but here in Maui we don't have any family, so it's just us. But that seems like a lot, right? Usually we do sashimi. Fresh fish Maui, we get fresh ahi, tuna, and everything delivered to us. But right now, all of the money is going, and the fish is going to families in need that were in the fires. So we are honored to be able to help them. So we're going to start with the carnivore mayo to go with the deviled eggs. So you want a room temperature egg. Make sure it doesn't just come out of the fridge because it's just not going to emulsify. And in that, I'm going to add a little bit of mustard. Technically not carnivore, but I know my friend Kelly Hogan loves her mustard too. I'm not too afraid of mustard. And then we need some salt. Salt in here. You could add some pickle juice, something like that. I don't think it's needed. And then we have melted butter. Now, if you are dairy free, use bacon fat. That's a really good one too. Someone asked when I made the deviled egg dip YouTube video, they asked if they could use olive oil. You can, but it's gonna taste totally different than this. But here we go, turn this on. And you don't even have to go that slow. And I'm not even looking at it, and it's just working, right?
Hello.
Hello, Kai. Can you stir up the taco meat?
Yeah.
Just get the end of that butter on in there. Get, a little bit not melted. There we go. So this is what we're going to use to make the deviled eggs. Wasn't that simple? I was always afraid to make my own mayo. For years, I was like, I can't do it. No, no, no. And I never wanted a stick blender, but I use it all the time, just about every day. I love it. But not all stick blenders are created equal. I really like this one because it detaches really easy. So you just go like that, and it comes apart, which is very nice. And I'm going to put that in there. And we're done with the stick blender. Okay. Now we have our eggs. Now, if you want to really save time, you can already buy boiled eggs, which is totally fine, but they tend to taste a little vinegary to me. So that's just my thing. So I'm going to have Kai, when you're done stirring that, I'm going to have you start peeling these eggs.
Okay.
And we'll just set them on there. So I did a couple of them. That's a nice, cute little deviled egg tray. I'd love to know what you're making for the holidays. What are your go-tos? Anybody make prime rib? I thought about prime rib, but I don't really like prime rib. I like filet, and we all prefer filet, except for Kai. But he wanted ribs anyway, so ribs and filet are delicious. So peeling eggs, boring. While Kai peels those, I will move on to the meatballs. Now, with the meatballs, it's up to you on what kind of meat you want. We only have beef. If you eat pork, you could switch some of the half, like a pound of beef and a pound of pork if you want. These are called Mama Maria's meatballs, and they are on my website. They're really delicious. So we have our ground meat, and we are going to add our shredded.
Are these hard boiled?
Those are hard boiled, yep, so you can peel those. Make sure that these are not. These go into the meatballs. Put those over there. Good question, kind of tricky. We freshly grated the parm. I made you do that, didn't I?
Yeah.
He doesn't like doing that all the time. But if you buy already shredded parm, it always has like potato starch or fillers in that, so we don't use that. I'm going to add my Redmond real salt. Make sure to season it well. You want to get plenty of salt in there. I guess the parm is salty, but salt is such a flavor enhancer. Don't skimp on that. All right, so add our salt. And then we are going to add kind of my secret ingredient. Since I'm not using breadcrumbs, I'm using mushrooms. Now mushrooms, do not be like, I'm not making those. If you don't add the mushrooms, it still will turn out, but they're not going to be as moist. Mushrooms add umami, and umami is that special flavor on your tongue that makes things taste delicious. Right, Kai?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you like mushrooms on your steak.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to quarter them, put them into this food processor because I want it really, really small, like breadcrumbs. And you won't even know that they're in there. You're not going to taste them. It just adds another layer of flavor and tenderness. They get very, very tender. Now, if you are a complete carnivore, I have a really great, let's see, measure these up. Oh, why is it not on?
That's a lot.
This thing is ridiculous. Yeah, you got it all in one shot. Mamma mia, I should have had this already. There. Doesn't have to be perfect, but these are going to go right on into this. And there you go. And then I'm going to wipe this clean because this is what I'm going to use to get the deviled egg filling. I like to use this little food processor. All I have to do is rinse it down, get the mushrooms out. Okay, and then 2 eggs. And when the boys were little, you always helped me make meatballs, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yep, you did. I'm gonna toss that one in there because that'll be a stuffed mushroom. And what did we call them? Do you remember?
Mama meatballs?
No, dinosaur turds.
Oh,
I know. I don't know why I got you to eat them, but it did. And I'm gonna add some pizza seasoning. This is a Flavor God pizza spices. Just to add another layer of flavor. Now, if you are
What's that?
Okay, you're not feeling so great, are you? You have to sneeze.
I just gotta sneeze.
Sneeze.
I'm not gonna sneeze.
It's actually a good sign when spices clump up because there's no fillers in them. When they don't clump up ever, it means that they added some like a clay to it, so they don't clump up. Do you know?
Yeah.
That? What's up?
I realized I can't sneeze.
You can't sneeze. How come?
I got a mic.
Oh,
Right?
you got a mic
Yeah.
on. Is it
yeah,
on?
it would be really loud.
Oh, yeah. Well, Flavor God is so generous, too. You could use code Maria and save big time. But they're not doing this video. It's just, I like them. They're nice people. And then, if you want, you can add onions and garlic, okay? So I already sauteed some onions. I'm going to add just a little bit to add a layer of flavor. If you are a true carnivore, I have the best carnivore meatballs in the Carnivore Cookbook. They use brown butter. They have a brown butter sauce on it.
Yeah.
Super good, super good. And then just a little bit of garlic. I know you can't see this, can you? So I'm not even using a cutting board. It's going to drive your dad crazy. And then I am like Julia Child, and I use a garlic press. Ooh, Kai, that's boiling. Turn that down. Where did that garlic press go? Here it is. Anthony Bourdain always hated garlic presses, but I don't know. I find them very convenient.
Maybe it's just sweet.
He would always say that it makes the garlic taste different. I don't know. Do you think it does?
The metal make it taste different?
I don't know. The way you smash it, I guess that piece didn't look so good. That's one thing about Hawaii. Like, we don't get the freshest stuff sometimes. And once you get it at the store, sometimes it's bad, isn't it, Kai? I got garlic in my hair. It's all right. I don't know. So is this really a carnivore meal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're adding
It's
like
meatballs.
I know, but we're adding like onions and garlic. Some people are probably gonna be like, "That's not carnivore." Sorry,
I
guys.
call that carnivore. Anything meat related.
Meat related.
Carnivore.
I know, but like some people, like your dad, for autoimmune issues, they can't eat some of these things. So that's why we do have options for you. That I just wanted to show you how we're doing it. Okay, I'm just gonna toss that in there. Now I'm gonna add some pizza sauce because these are the these taste like pizza. They're really, really good. And then I'm just going to mix this up together with my hands and form them onto a baking sheet.
I got these
Peeled? Nice.
perfectly peeled.
Great. We'll just finish this part first. How's that sound? Could
Yeah.
you rinse this one for me? Rinse this and this?
Sure.
You don't have to do a perfect job. And so I'm just going to mix these. And that's what the boys used to like, mixing this together, making sure that their hands are clean, right?
Yeah.
And mixing these into meatballs. And then what I like to use is a pizza, or not a pizza, an ice cream scooper to make these into perfectly sized meatballs. And the reason I like to use an ice cream scooper is because, careful with the noise on your microphone.
Yeah.
You don't have to clean the sink, just,
No, I'm just cleaning this.
oh, I see, it fell. An ice cream scooper makes them into perfectly sized meatballs. And the reason why you want to do that is because then they'll cook evenly. If you have all different sized meatballs, Kai, can you find it's like a smaller ice cream scooper in that drawer.
Yeah.
And I made these meatballs for Thanksgiving, and we were with family then, and everybody really, really liked them. I made a whole bunch of them because we don't really eat turkey. We don't like turkey. We don't like
Turkey's
poultry.
not good.
I know. I don't like it. Even smoked turkey, which is the only kind I will eat, is just okay. So now this is what you want to do with your meat mixture. And I actually will show this to you. Once you have it really well combined, to test it, you don't want to eat the raw meat. I mean, some people might, but we don't want to. I am going to take a little patty and fry it on a frying pan.
There. Finally.
You found it! All right. I'm going to take a little piece and fry it. Well, we don't need a ball. Onto a skillet like this.
Yes.
Just a little piece, and then we'll have our taste tester taste it. So just like that. It'll just take a second to cook it. Oops. There we go. I'm guessing it's going to be fine, but if you want to start making it into meatballs, you certainly can.
I do this. I'm gonna roll it around, and then I'm gonna.
Ay, you're getting me in your elbow. I'm going to do it the same size. There, see? Same size.
Yeah.
And then we'll just put this on here. Now, what I do at this point, I am not going to bake them right now. We are just meal prepping. These can go in the freezer. And what I would often do is make like a triple batch or a quadruple batch and put these just like this and then set them in the freezer. And then if someone wanted meatballs for dinner, I would just take a handful out, put them into an air fryer or whatever. Perfect, Kai. And boom, they have like a dinner, right? So I hate to say I'm a short order cook, but I usually am kind of stocked with all different types of food. Almost ready. There we go. Hopefully it tastes good.
Yeah.
Maybe it won't. There we go.
Usually people just do this by hand.
You know, it's so funny though, because all of us have the same foods that we like to eat over and over, don't we?
Yeah.
Right? And yet at Christmas, I feel like I need to have all this food because we grew up that way. And Craig said that too. It's like you always had so much. And so whatever we don't eat, we'll have leftovers. We also have some homeless people out front that we can, on the beach. I think everybody, like, if you had to be homeless, Maui is probably like the best place to be homeless because they're like living in a beautiful beach area and they're nice. So
Yeah, usually it doesn't rain, so that's.
I haven't seen
awesome.
JC around. JC was always our.
Oh yeah, he got an apartment.
Oh, that's right. He did get an apartment. Oh, I burnt that one. Oh, shoot. We'll do another one. Hopefully it's going to taste good, Kai. What if it doesn't? Then we have to remake them all.
Oh yeah.
I had it on way too high. So, I think next year we are going to stay in Wisconsin for the holidays.
Yeah.
Because we miss like cutting down the tree in the woods.
Yeah.
And one time we cut down the hugest tree, and we didn't realize it was in an area that was not supposed to be cut. That's perfect, Kai. It's a good one. It's a good one. And it barely fit into our front door, right?
Yeah.
And good thing we didn't have any furniture yet, because it took up like the whole living room. All right, it's almost ready. You don't mind taste testing it?
Yeah.
These are perfect sizes, Kai. Perfect. So while he does that, and I'm gonna get on the deviled eggs. But I just want this to, okay. Turn this off. Once this cools, I'm gonna have you taste it. I don't want it to, it's too hot right now. We were talking about MasterChef because we love that show. Do they get to use recipes or not? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
Because like, who knows the recipe for like, when they do like they just did like key lime pie.
Yeah.
How do they, I don't know that. I have to look up even my own recipes sometimes. Okay, now it's not too hot. Need salt?
You can't really taste any of like.
Need salt.
Yeah.
What, you can't taste garlic or anything? Need more
I
garlic?
can't taste any of the garlic or onions.
Did you do more?
Uh,
It's okay. You okay
Yeah.
with that? This is a lesson for everybody. Don't do this until you're ready. So let's add some garlic and more onions and salt probably. So let's get that salt going.
I kind of moved out of the deviled eggs. I remember liking them, but then
I know, but you never liked other eggs, right? So
Yeah.
You got to stir that with your hands. No, not with that.
Good.
You don't want to touch it? That's good with the salt. That's good with the salt. Thank you. You stir that. I'll get some garlic going. Here is the garlic. And we have more onions right here. So let me just do something here. What are your go-to Christmas meals? I'd love to know. I'm trying to think of what Grandma Nancy, she usually made ham.
Spaghetti?
No, not for Christmas. Ham. Ham and like mashed potatoes and...
I'm not a big fan of ham.
I know. Grandma makes you eat it, doesn't she?
No, that's the only thing I can eat.
But the last time we were at, you probably don't remember, this was before COVID, Grandpa Joe made prime rib, he had shrimp. It was like a carnivore's dream. Remember that, Craig? He even made chicken nuggets with pork rinds for us. Isn't that cool?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Grandpa Joe. Here's our garlic press.
I remember good fish.
Fish?
Yeah, he made a lot of fish.
Oh yeah, isn't there like a thing, the 7 fishes or something, Craig? The Feast of 7 Fishes? Kind of like a traditional Christmas thing. You want one more garlic clove or is that good?
This is good.
Okay, let's stick with that.
But now, like, they're always gone for the holidays.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, usually they're in Florida.
Florida. So while you do that, I'm gonna make the deviled eggs. So, with that, I'm going to cut these in half, and I'm going to put the yolks into a bowl. Let me just get some of that garlic off this knife. And if you're looking for a special knife or a special gift for somebody, a knife is always a great idea. Knives are, oh, I thought these were gonna be overcooked. They're perfect. If they turn green on the inside, you overcooked it, sorry to tell you. So.
Let me just wash my hands.
Oh yeah. And I highly suggest to have your kids help you, even though sometimes it's twice as messy and it takes twice the time. Nobody knows how to cook anymore. Kids need to learn to be self-sufficient and cook and know that Uber Eats is not where your food comes from, right?
Yeah.
You might want to wipe your nose. Thank you.
Dang, the sickness is going around.
Oh, and what the movie we started last night, Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yep.
We didn't finish it, but we will today.
Yeah, I just read one of the books yesterday. I finished
Which one?
it. No Brainer.
No Brainer, is it good?
Yeah, it was good.
Good. What am I thinking? I don't have to get another thing dirty. Where did this thing?
It was about them going to a new school.
Oh,
At,
that's good.
It's Laxville.
Okay. Got a piece of meatball on the tray. So it's nice that you can pick and choose which things to make ahead of time and which things you want to make right at that moment. Like, I'm never going to eat a reheated steak, so you're going to make that day. The ribs could probably be pre-cooked the day before and then finished on a broiler oven to get it nice and crispy at the end. But we're going to I'll probably do it on Christmas Eve. So now that we have the yolks in here, the whites are right here, I'm going to take this little zhuzhi thing. I don't know what it's called. I'm going to add some salt. And before you add any mayo to that, you want to make it into small pieces, because otherwise you're going to not have it combine very well and you might have big pieces. So this is a little tricky to get on sometimes. So just a little zhuzh like that. And then we'll add some mayo, maybe some mustard, hot sauce, fish sauce, whatever you want. And fish sauce is carnivore because it's just anchovies, and that's always really good. Zhuzh that up a little bit. Ooh, what's that? Nice. You're getting some over here. And then getting a piping bag and just piping it in there. So you could use a Ziploc if you don't have a piping bag. Oh yeah, Craig moved them down here. I like these piping bags. They work really well and they're cheap. I'm just going to grab a little spatula, and into this piping bag I'm going to fold the edges over.
I don't do a lot of baking now that I realize.
You don't do a lot of baking?
No.
We're baking right now. We're going to bake the meatballs.
Yeah, but like baking cakes.
Cakes? We did that. Like, remember we used to watch Valerie Bertinelli's kids baking competition? We did a kids baking competition at home, remember?
Yeah.
That was really fun.
We should do it again.
We should.
What did I make?
I think Micah did a strawberry cake.
Yeah.
I kind of think he won, don't you?
I think he won, yeah.
Yeah. So I just set out all like the keto baking good stuff, and everybody made their own thing. So here we go. And if you don't want to go through the trouble of making deviled eggs, the deviled egg dip is nice and easy. So, I say so a lot. I just realized that's my word. I'm going to cut this with the scissors.
Oh, my word is you know.
You know? Oh yeah, you do say that. What are you asking for Christmas?
Oh.
Just pipe these on like that. You can see
Yeah,
how easy this is.
I'm thinking of getting shoes, a shirt.
Shoes? You don't wear shoes in Hawaii.
Oh yeah, but a shoe.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
All right.
And
I thought you asked for a coconut.
yeah, and also that.
And if anybody has cheese curds, that's his favorite snack. Maybe somebody will mail you cheese curds. You can't get them here. See, ta-da. Just like that. Beautiful. You add some paprika or whatever you want on the top.
Yeah, and I think I'm also gonna get something, but I don't want to say the brand name.
Okay.
But yeah. Okay. That's the brand name.
Okay.
He's by a very rich man.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. So this is I'm gonna do the mushrooms too. I don't know if anybody wants to watch that. What do you think? I don't know. They probably don't want to watch me make stuffed mushrooms. And if you do, I have a video already done.
Yeah.
So that is our carnivore Thanksgiving. We'd love to know what you're going to have. Comment below and tell us, maybe inspire us to try something different. Yeah. If you have a recipe, we'll try. Kai likes to try new things, don't you?
Yeah.
You like new flavors. You're getting taller than me. All right, my friends, what do you want to tell people, Kai?
Cook with your kids.
Cook with your kids, and we hope you have a great holiday break. Mahalo, everybody.
Mahalo.
When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with PCOS, acid reflux, depression, and IBS. Instead of taking those prescription drugs, I decided to change my life with food. Yes, food healed me, and it's healed so many of my clients over the past 20 years of working with people. If you are interested in transforming your life, check out ketomaria.com. I'd be honored to help you.